Welcome back to the BreakThrough podcast. My name is Omar Mohammed, helping you improve and progress in business and in life. Over there, we have,
My name is Luvon. Thank you for having me, brother Omar. Appreciate it.
hey, always. So, the BreakThrough podcast is discovering new pathways, brought to you by the Minority Business Development Agency out of Washington, D.C. Glad to have you here. It's also brought to you by EDAC, at Morgan State University. And for those who are not familiar with EDAC stands for the Entrepreneurial Development and Assistance Center. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Ride Small Biz. And our website is edacmorgan.com. And you can always visit us. We're at the School of Business on the third floor at Morgan State University. So as you know, we always bring on a special guest. But before we get there, let me share my screen. Here we go again. All right. So as you know, the podcast, we are here every last Monday of the month. And we also are looking for guests. So if you are a formerly incarcerated individual who has his or her own business, we want to hear from you. If you're an organization that's working with formerly incarcerated individuals, we want to hear from you. If you are an entrepreneur and you have some resources, tips, guidance, strategies that you want to share with individuals, please reach out to us. You could just email me and I can send you the form that we use to engage our guests. So with that, I'm gonna turn it over to you, Luvon, if you can bring in our guest.
Thanks, Omar. Today we have a really, really good friend of mine. One of the best spirits and one of the best people that I've met in a long time. I'm talking about just a willingness to help, to a detriment to himself, but he always does it with this joy. Just a really, really good guy, Omar. Just a really good
Thanks,
guy.
Omar. Thanks, Luvon.
And just let me introduce Marvin Braswell to the Ride audience.
There you go. Hey, Marvin, welcome, man.
Hey, Omar. Hey, Luvon.
How you doing, my friend?
And I'm doing pretty good, pretty good. Can't complain. Well, I won't complain anyway.
Absolutely. So for those who have seen the first episode of season 4, you see both of them have on those hats. So that's Luvon Dungy's brand. And what was it called again?
Fairways and Putts.
Say it again. I can't hear you.
It's called Fairways and Putts.
There you go.
every stroke counts.
Absolutely. All right, Marvin. That was a plug for Luvon. But now let's get to you. All right, so Marvin, tell us, what business are you in?
I'm in the electrical contracting business. I've been in a business for it's been 22 years now.
22 years.
All right. 22 years.
I'm gonna jump right into it. So you're in an electric business. 22 years, that's a long time, and congratulations.
Thank you.
What's been some of your success strategies for you to last 22 years?
Your employees are your number one asset.
Oh, wow. Okay.
To have the right people in place and that's willing to do the job, you'll go a long way. You see, a lot of my employees been with us for at least 17 years.
Wow.
At least 17 years. And then every now and again, we get some stragglers coming through. Some of them hold on and some of them don't. But the ones that hold on, it's mandatory that you take the classes and go to school. If you don't want to go, we paying for it. We're paying for you to go to school.
Wow.
If you don't want to go to school, we won't hire you. Because the more knowledge that you have, the better employee you are to me.
Absolutely.
But the only downside of being in business sometimes, the only downside for me was hiring family. Hiring family can cause you some trouble. Well, it's caused me some trouble, but I can't speak for everybody else.
Yeah, you hear that from other entrepreneurs.
But at the same time, it's not. I'm a 50-50 owner with my brother.
Okay.
So I'm not saying that we have a bad partnership, man. He and I, no. I'm talking about as employees as family.
Absolutely.
Family employees, it can be trouble. But other than that, man, it's been a journey. It's been a journey. It's been in the start, there's been a lot of ups and downs.
Mhm.
You know, struggling. You know, I remember when we first started. We went to the bank to try to get money. Couldn't get money from the bank.
Mm.
So we took $1,500 that we made off of one job
Wow.
and turned it into $1 million company.
Wow.
So you just got to keep pushing.
Right. Right. You
Keep
know,
pushing, and
no,
everything and then everything I found out that everything that another company does doesn't necessarily works for you.
okay.
You gotta pretty much tweak it so it can work for you. And I've learned that too over the years.
Absolutely. So I want to really go back some more. So your success was you have employees.
Yes.
Oftentimes, you know, some of the entrepreneurs that I talk to, they are the employee. So they don't have a business partner or they don't have other people that's working for them. How did you get to, or when did you get to the point where it was more than just you and your brother?
Actually, when we first started, we was able to capture some young kids that was interested. And actually, my brother-in-law's son was working at, I believe it was called the Yo Center.
Oh yeah, yes sir.
Yeah, it was the Yo Center, and you know, some of the kids were trouble, whatever, needed a little help, and so we would pull kids out of there. And some of them came through, some of them didn't.
Mhm.
But one kid, he's still with us today.
Oh wow.
I mean, but he left. He
Yeah.
left for about 2 years or 3 years, came right back.
Okay.
So we really do try to
Mhm.
help kids, man, get on their feet and get moving. And actually, we have helped a bunch of guys. You
Mhm.
know, they came with us, worked for us, learned from us, went to school, you know, and they found something better. I'm not mad with you if you're moving on. You
Absolutely.
know, if I'm paying you 30 and somebody else gonna pay you 50, man, you better take it because I take it.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that. So it's all about helping people get to the next level.
Absolutely.
Helping
Absolutely.
them get to the next level, man. And a lot of times they stop past my office all the time when they're in the neighborhood and tell me how much they appreciate what we have done for them. You know,
Yeah.
so that's the joy part right there.
Yeah.
When they come and say and tell you their appreciation, and you see them doing well, and you know where they came from.
Absolutely.
Because where they came from, I came from also.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
it's a joy to see that.
I think one of the things that I enjoy about knowing Marvin and his business model with his brother Chris is they've made a lot of entrepreneurs.
Mm.
Like I said, people came through, started at the bottom, and now they are thriving entrepreneurs, which is amazing to have that gift, to have that sort of skill
Right.
that him and his brother have. I'm happy to be their friend.
Yeah, absolutely. And Marvin, you mentioned something about, most individuals, when they go to the bank, sometimes they don't get access to the capital. But
No,
you and your brother said, you know what, we're not going to allow this to stop us. We're going to actually, tell us, what did you do? I know I heard you say you would start a job, but when did you realize that, okay, this bank thing ain't working? We have to find a way to get some money. What did you and your brother do?
we just continue to keep working,
Mm.
you know, and kept saving the money that we was making. We wasn't even paying ourselves.
Mm.
We was paying whoever we had working for us, or we paid the vendors. But at one point in time, the vendors wouldn't even give us a credit line.
Oh wow.
But we had an unsung hero named Mr. Bill.
Mhm.
He owned People's Electric down on Gay Street. God rest his soul.
Yeah.
He contacted Rexel, EB, and Capital and said, "Get these boys a credit line." And if they don't pay, I'll pay you. And it started on from there. So we got a nice sized job where I believe we made like $18,000. But that's not how it always worked. But we made about $18,000, and then we rolled on from there.
Yeah.
So no, the banks didn't help us out at all. And then the banks didn't come to us until we had a few bucks in the bank. Oh, we don't need you now.
Doesn't always happen like that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we don't need you now.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the things that you mentioned too, Mr. Bill, oftentimes individuals don't have networks. You had a network of individuals that can assist you with that. So how important is it to have a network and not exclude yourself from individuals?
It's very important to have a network, but sometimes it's people there to help you that don't even. God put people in your place, man, to get you to the next level if he see you trying to move forward.
Absolutely.
And he was put in our place to help us move forward. So you definitely need a network. You definitely. And well, my network consists of like some of the guys that used to work for me. When jobs get tight and we don't have enough employees, we can call them and they come in and help out.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Or people I used to work for, like when I was working.
Yeah.
You could call them and ask them, can you borrow a few guys to help you push this job along? So it's good, when you go along, man, it's good to know people. And it'd be kind to people, man. You can't be treating people like anything. And they'll always help you out.
Absolutely. Yeah.
They'll always help you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back to something that, we had another guest on prior. And, oftentimes, the trades are not looked at as something that individuals want to go into. But I see electrician being a trade and a profitable trade. What do you see as it relates to the trades? And then what advice would you give to individuals who are thinking about, either entrepreneurship or going into a trade where they can develop some skills to have some money in their pocket, more than a livable wage?
Well, I can put it to you like this. If you want to be in a trade, you got to be willing to start from the bottom. You can't just jump in and be in the middle or on the top. You have to start at the bottom. The bottom is where the growth come in.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they don't want to start from the bottom. They want to come in, you don't know anything, but you want to make $30 an hour.
Yeah.
But I have to teach you, and you want to make $30 an hour. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Some people just don't want to start from the bottom.
Yeah.
And that's where everything grows, from the bottom. And patience. They gotta have a little patience. Just like I have patience with you, you gotta have patience with me.
Yes, sir.
I'm teaching you how to do something. One day I show you how to do things one day, and it's repetitious to the next day, and you forget about it. That pisses me off. You've been doing this all day, and then the next day you forget how to do it.
Yeah.
So that stuff like that pisses me off, man. And then right now they don't pay attention no more. These cell phones, the cell phones has really messed people up, man. They're not paying attention. That as soon as that phone beep beep, whatever they're doing, they stop.
They stop. Yeah.
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 They stop. I don't have a problem with making phone calls, this, that, and the other, but all that searching and this, that, and the other, man, I have a problem. I always have a problem with that.
Absolutely.
I still keep going. I still try to help. I've dealt with when you was talking about kids that's been incarcerated. I don't know if you heard of Turnaround Tuesday.
No, I never heard of that, but we need to learn. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if they're still around. I deal with Turnaround Tuesday. We had a few guys come out of there. A lot of times it's hard for them to change their attitudes from being in jail. It seems like it takes a little more time for them to get to where they need to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they still have that jail mentality. And I found that out personally on the job, having to get into a fight with one of them,
Oh, wow.
you know. But I still try to help,
Yeah.
you know. I still try to help. I mean, lo and behold, I'm from the streets too. So
Yeah. Yeah.
this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do.
Right.
But I still try to help.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the trades are something that, I know people kind of shy away from the trades, and I don't want to be no electrician. I don't want to be a plumber, but there's some plumbers that's making more than some, I'm gonna say, accountants out there.
Absolutely.
So the trades are the industry of trades, if you will. Is something that people can kind of hook on to if they're looking to find a opportunity that presents I always say, more than a livable wage.
Well, if you can get into a trade that you like,
Mm-hmm.
you will always be profitable.
Yeah.
You ain't necessarily got to work here in Maryland. You can move to Jersey, anywhere. That trade that you learn will follow you. You know, as long as you a good tradesman, man, anybody will pick you up. Any company will pick you up.
Right.
As long as you're a good tradesman, you don't have to be in Maryland. You can move. You can move around. Because once you learn, they can't take it from you.
That's right.
It's almost like a football player that gets traded from team to team. Somebody see that he has a skill.
Yeah.
Somebody see that he has a gift.
Yeah.
What they might ultimately do, though, is just change your position.
Exactly.
But just keep on the grind with your gift. And like you said, Marvin, you'll always find a way to land once you learn.
Yeah, you'll always be successful.
Yeah.
You always have a roof over your head, clothes on your back, man, with a trade.
Yeah.
Always. But getting back to I don't know what the problem is nowadays, Omar. A lot of kids are not getting into the trades, and then in some cases, the schools are not offering.
They're not doing it.
The trades.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now, I guess they got these little side places that you can go to and learn a trade or whatever. Yeah. But they're not offering it in schools like they used to.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just talking to some individuals about, I just remember, I think Merville may still have some trades. Carver may have some trades. And it was another one. Emerson, was it Emerson Skills? Actually, it was Emerson Skills, right?
I actually graduated from Emerson Westside Skills Center.
Westside Skills Center, yeah.
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 And when I was looking for help, I called the Skills Center and asked them if they have any electrical graduates coming out. They said they didn't even have an electrical shop teacher.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
The same thing happened with Carver. Not exactly the same thing. I called Carver and I told them I was looking for some kids, that's graduating, to come work for me in the electrical field. They said they would get back to me, never got back to me. So I called Mervo and they got back to me, and I actually was the guy, his name Mr. Holloway, was the shop teacher. Mm-hmm. I told him I needed a couple guys. And he sent me over 3 guys.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and all of them went to school, finished school, and they moved on. And they're doing well.
Good.
So I don't know if Merville's shop still have a shop, but I hope they do.
Yeah.
But I got 3 kids out of there that are doing well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, because the trades, everybody's not going to go to college, but there's going to always be other opportunities, and the trades can be one of those opportunities for individuals. So I want to jump back more on the business side. So 22 years, you and your brother have been doing this for 22 years. So what keeps you guys going after 22 years?
The love of the trade, man. I love it. Yeah. I love to see a neat job, a nice looking job, and a customer and a customer being happy. Most of our customers been with us since before we even had a business. Wow. We were just riding around an old, dirty, beat up station wagon with no window in the back. That's true story.
Yeah.
True story. No window in the back. We was riding around getting it after working for a company. When we got off that evening, we'll go doing some stuff for ourselves.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah. And that's determination, man. Determination. And I just love a nice job, and I just love it when people are happy with your work,
That's right.
you know, and they appreciate what you have done. Yeah, I love it. I love to see the guys that work for me when they start turning things on and stuff is just working and everything is going in sync, man. They just as happy go lucky as I am.
Absolutely.
It's great. It's great to have employees like that, man. That really care about their job.
Absolutely.
You know, that's less stress on you.
Absolutely. So I know you have to catch a plane. One last question, and that is, I know you love it for the love of the business and the love of the trade, but is there a transition plan that you have?
You know, oh my older brother been talking about that to me for a minute, but
Yeah,
that's really been a hard place for us because we don't have anybody to leave it to.
Oh wow.
What we did.
Yeah.
And when I talked about family,
Yeah.
I had a nephew that worked for me for a while. Good electrician.
Yeah.
Good electrician. But he wanted to make the same money as I make.
No.
So he left. He was a very good electrician, but he's hot-headed.
Yeah.
Everything would have went to him, with us in the background, helping him move forward. But he decided to go do something else. That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about, family.
Right. Right.
Yep.
All right.
So we just keep on. I mean, God will work it out for us.
Absolutely. Well, I know you got to go get on that plane, man. We appreciate you sharing, some words.
Man, I appreciate it myself being on. I mean, you can get me on anytime. I'll be ready to talk.
Absolutely.
Let's call me.
Yes, sir. Well, we definitely want to get you back, man. Travel safe, man, you and your family.
All right, man.
All right.
Peace. Love y'all, man. Take it easy.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right. So before we leave out, any final words of wisdom that you have, Luvon, while I get us up to the next thing you hear?
Well, first of all, I'm absolutely shocked at Marvin because he doesn't do public at all.
Oh, wow.
So for him to get on and share the way he shared, I'm absolutely proud of him, thankful for him, etc. And it shows how much respect that he has for you, Omar, EDAC, the RIDE program, the thing that it stands for, and the friendship that I have for him because he doesn't talk in public. Marvin is a consummate doer, helper, provider. That's it.
Right.
So for him to show up for us, man, I am beside myself.
Okay.
I really am.
Well, I enjoy the trades, and although I shouldn't say although people know I'm at Morgan State University, and I know that people are not going to go to college. I mean, there are some other opportunities for individuals, whether they're young, they're in their mid-20s or mid-30s, even mid-40s. There's some other opportunities for them, and I think the trades are one of those careers. I'm gonna call it the career that people can go into. All right, so as you know, the podcast is one of the activities that we conduct under the RIDE Center. We also have our entrepreneurship boot camp. We have our on-demand content like RIDE University. If you need assistance with your business, we have individuals that can meet with you on a one-to-one basis. And of course, we have our annual events. And once again, you can find us on Instagram and on Facebook at Ride Small Biz. My email address is omar@edacmorgan.com. And what's what I'm missing? Oh, the website. The website is edacmorgan.com as well. If you want to be a guest, just hit me up and I'll send you over the form that you need to complete, and we'll get you on here sharing some information. So until next time, continue discovering new pathways. My name is Omar Muhammad. Over there is
Luvon Dungy.
Luvon Dungy. Till next time, continue to improve and progress. Peace.